Hey guys, Kenny Simpson here for Bowcast, and the season started, so we're out hunting now, and we're putting as much time in the field in as we can. So we've been taking pictures, posting them up on our social media sites, and one of the questions that I was asked that I thought I'd kind of dive a little more into the topic and explain why I did what I did was I was asked, why am I shooting a 4 Fletch? And the reason for that is simple, is I'm shooting a 4 Fletch on this arrow that I'm shooting out of one of my bears because I am finding that with this shaft, this Fletch, and this particular axe broadhead, I'm getting a lot more stability with this. I'm getting more surface area for these 4 vanes on here than most people would typically get with their standard 3 vane. Now, some 3 vanes are different than others, and some have a higher profile, some have a lower profile. So you really need to take into consideration what your total surface area is going to be with the vanes that you choose, whether it be a 3 Fletch or a 4 Fletch. I've even seen people go as crazy as doing 6 on there. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't needed to, so hopefully I won't have to. But here, let me just show you the difference here between the vanes. Now, as you can see, I'm running a 3-inch fusion on this shaft and a 4-inch or a 2-inch fusion on this shaft. Now, 3-inch fusions are done in a 4 Fletch. 2-inch fusions are done with a standard 3 Fletch. Now most of your fletching jigs out there, the good ones, you'll be able to do a 3 or 4 Fletch, so you'll be able to experiment and find out what works the best for your particular setup that you're shooting for the year. But really the difference that you want to pay attention to is the surface area that is covered. Granted, the 2-inch vanes have a higher top to them than the 3-inch vanes, but the 3-inch vanes, you also get that extra little bit of length on there to compensate for that. Throw in the extra vane in there and you have a significant amount of coverage compared to this one. The drawbacks to this 4-inch that I've had to remedy is the fact that my FOC is going down because I have more weight on the back now than I did when I was running a 3 Fletch. So you really need to weigh your options, and the best thing that I found is experiment. I'll take 3 arrows and I'll fletch them up all the same. I'll take another 3 arrows. I might shift it a little bit, change it up, and I'll also experiment with different vanes on here. I've been a fan of the Duravanes. I've been a fan of the fusions. They also make a really nice Xeon fusion, which basically it glows in the dark type of thing, to where it almost replaces the need for lighted nocks, which I don't use. I'm not a fan of. I don't like the extra weight on the back of my arrow. I want more weight on the front for hunting purposes. But just experiment with your arrows, guys. You're gonna find that a lot of guys go to an archery shop and they just buy a box of arrows that come pre-fletched, and they'll shoot that and they think, okay, well that's what I'm shooting this year, but they don't realize that they can actually go and all but customize this shaft to fit their exact needs on there, and it's really quite amazing the difference that you will find when you start messing with your own shafts and you start building your own arrows, because there's a significant difference in how your arrows fly, especially when you screw this broadhead on the end of it. So just something for you guys to consider, and hope this helps out a lot.